Durham Police are appealing for witnesses in the murder of a Toronto man whose remains were found last spring in a hockey bag floating in a pond on a property here in Uxbridge. The latest on the investigation, the possible ties to the mafia, and the victim's last known whereabouts before disappearing more than a year ago.
Based on witness account, Mr. Kaplan appeared to fear for his safety in the days and weeks that preceded his abduction.
It's been a complex investigation for Durham Regional Police, and a lot of it has to do with the timeline. Detectives now believe that 32-year-old Ariel Kaplan was abducted on August 29th of 2021 from the Yonge and Shepherd area, 9 months before his remains were discovered here in Uxbridge.
Ariel Kaplan was a son, a brother, an uncle. His death has deeply affected his family, his friends, and his community.
Investigators have now been able to trace some of the victim's final moves the night he disappeared.
Mr. Kaplan had dinner with several acquaintances at a restaurant in the Yorkville area. According to witnesses in a review of the victim's cell phone data, we believe he attended that restaurant sometime after 9 p.m. on August 29th, 2021.
Police have conducted more than 100 interviews and have gone through hundreds of data files and documents trying to piece together a possible motive. Investigators say Kaplan was involved in real estate and construction investments and some fraudulent activities.
We know from our interviews that Mr. Kaplan had ties to the Russian and Jewish communities in Toronto, and further that he had business relationships with members of the Somalian, Italian, and Mexican communities. As much as we are trying to identify the perpetrators, we are also interested in eliminating those that were not involved in this murder.
Kaplan was also arrested a few months before he was abducted after a transport truck with almost $250,000 worth of merchandise was stolen from Brampton. At this point, investigators do not believe Kaplan had direct ties to organized crime, but mafia involvement is being investigated.
We're open to all avenues, and obviously that's one of the theories that was advanced by some of our witnesses, but obviously we need to corroborate through evidence, and we will follow the evidence as to where that's going to lead us.
Detectives say right now they are relying on witnesses and members of the public coming forward with tips and information to crack this case. In Durham Region, Shauna Hunt, City News.